What's good, everybody? So in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys an explanation for the true King Dinosaur deck. I'm going to be going over why the deck is good. I'm going to go over single card explanations, showing off some replays towards the end, and also of course showing you guys off of some of the most powerful combos the deck has to offer. Now the reason why I wanted to make these videos because I will be playing this deck in the upcoming format, and the true King Dinosaur deck is very explosive just due to the fact of the matter that Babysaurus and Pterodon have the destruction abilities, which allows you to swarm the field, and the true King monster is so powerful you pop cards in your hand to get off the effects, which makes the deck really insane. So right now I'm about to transfer you guys into the card explanation portion of the video, and then after that we're going to transcend into combos, replays, and go over to some of the deck's weaknesses towards the end. So if you guys are interested in all of that, stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome to the card explanation part of this video. In this part of the video, I'm going to be going over the true King cards and the dinosaur cards of the deck, and showing you guys my mock-up deck list for the deck, and telling you why everything synergizes well together. So let's begin. First off, I'm going to be starting off with the dinosaur cards of the deck, of course, because this is a dinosaur based deck, and true King cards is arguably just the supplemental part of the deck. So I'm going to start off with Soul Devouring Oviraptor. Soul Devouring Oviraptor's effect basically reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can take one dinosaur type monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can target one level 4 a lower dinosaur type monster on the field, destroy it, then special summon one dinosaur type monster from your graveyard in defense position. You can only use each effect of Soul Devouring Oviraptor once per turn. 1800 attack, 500 defense, dark. So Soul Devouring Oviraptor, honestly speaking, is the soul of the deck. The card triggers a lot of the combos that you guys will see in the combo portion of this video, and honestly the deck would not, probably won't be as good of a deck without this card, because it is the heart and soul of the deck. Next up, we're going to talk about Phantasmal Mythosaurus. 1800 attack, 1000 defense. During either player's main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. During this main phase, dinosaur type monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. You can banish any number of dinosaur type monsters from your graveyard, including this card. Special summon one dinosaur type monster from your deck with a level equal to or lower to the total number of monsters banished to this effect, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only use this effect of Miscellaneousaurus once per turn. So pretty much these two, Miscellaneousaurus and Soul Devouring Oviraptor, go hand in hand due to the fact that you can use the Oviraptor to dump him, banish him, and bring out your Drag Alio, which is a combo I'll go into the combo section of this video. Very good, very powerful. He's also level 4, which help you make rank 4 plays. Now the next two dinosaur cards I'm just going to list together because they pretty much do the same thing. You have the Babysaurus and the Pterodon. Babysaurus effect basically reads: when this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck. And Pterodon basically reads: if this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 or higher dinosaur type monster from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. Now you guys could probably start seeing the mini combos that this deck can do. You can add these cards to your hand to get you off your true King card effect. You can destroy one of the Babysauruses or the Pterodons with Soul Devouring Oviraptor, and then start going into plays from there. As you guys can already see with Babysaurus and Pterodon, you can start getting off your combos when you combo them with Soul Devouring Oviraptor and your true King cards alike. Once they start getting destroyed by card effects, like say for example you destroy one with Soul Devouring Oviraptor, you can not only bring out the one that you destroy from a deck because they allow you to special summon a level 4 a lot higher or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck, but Oviraptor lets you get a level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster from your graveyard, allowing you to span the field and start comboing off of your opponent, which is what we're going to show in the next part of this video. And then the rest of the dinosaurs this deck mainly run are just usually text one-ofs. They run a one-of Drag Alio, just due to the fact that it combos well with your Phantasmal Mythosaurus, which allows you to go into things like Ding Long, which goes into a later combo of the deck. The deck also texts the Tyranno Infinity, which helps out with comboing with the amount of banishing you're going to be doing with your Miscellaneousaurus and your Tyranno Conductor, which is the last tech card that the deck run for as far as dinosaurs are concerned. Now the Tyranno Inductor effect basically reads, must first be summoned by banishing 2 dinosaur type monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn during either player's main phase, you can destroy 1 monster you control in your hand, and if you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense position. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. At the start of the damage stub, when this card attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent, and if you do, send a defense position monster to your graveyard. So as you guys can see, he's a once per turn Book of Moon, really great. He can attack all of your opponent's monsters, which is awesome. And when he attacks them while they're face down, you can burn your opponent for 1000 for each monster you destroy. And then by activating his Book of Moon effect, you pop a monster in your hand or field, which in that case you can pop a Pterodon or a Babysaurus, allowing you to span the field with a Reactor or a Miscellaneousaurus, which allows you to go into more plays. I forgot to mention Tyranno Affinity's effect, which is pretty much his original attack becomes the number of the types of your dinosaur type monsters banished times 1000. On average, Tyranno Affinity is usually 3 to 5000, which in most cases can lead to your victory. Then of course the deck run the terraformings and the 3 fossil decks for consistency purposes. Now that's it with the dinosaur part of the deck. I'm going to go into the True King portion of the deck. The deck runs the True King Agni Mazud, the Vanisher. Effect basically reads, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand or face up on your field, including a fire monster, and if you do, special summon this card, and if you do that, you can banish 1 monster from your opponent's field or graveyard. If both the destroy monsters were fire, if this card is destroyed by card effect, you can add 1 non-fire worm type monster from your graveyard to your hand. So essentially, you bring them out, you can banish 1 of your opponent's monsters. On average, you're going to be destroying your Miscellaneousaurus and a Babysaurus or Pterodon to combo off their special summoning abilities, and then you'll be able to use our Phantasmal Miscellaneousaurus special summoning ability as well, which is overall the synergy for the deck. And then the same thing goes for True King Lickazamum the Disaster, which pretty much has the same destruction effect but for Earth monsters, but his effect is when you destroy 2 Earth monsters, which you will be doing on average due to the fact that Pterodon and Babysaurus are both Earth types, you can banish up to 3 extra deck cards with different names from your opponent's extra deck, which is very powerful against decks like Masked Heroes due to the fact that they rely on things like Dark Law, Totally Awesome, etc., etc. Then of course for the True King engine to finish off, they run through the gigantic diagram, which will be released in the next set of Maximum Crisis, I believe the name is. Effect basically reads, all True Draco and True King monsters on field gain 300 attack and defense the first time each True Summon True Draco or True King monster will be destroyed by battle each turn. It is not destroyed. Once per turn, you can destroy 1 other card in your hand or you control, and if you do, add 1 True Draco or 1 True King card from your deck to your hand. So essentially the generic combo is you can pop 1 of the Babysaurus or the Pterodon from your hand, add a True King card from your deck to your field, then special summon from a level 4 lower dinosaur monster from your deck to your field, or higher from your deck to your field with your whichever, depending on Pterodon or Babysaurus, whichever one you destroy. And then in my little mock-up build I got right here, I run the Chalice because a lot of players run in the OCG. We probably won't need it in the TCG because we have things like Regeki, but Forbidden Chalice is a pretty powerful card when testing this deck out. And instead of the Dimensional Barrier, I run Solemn Scolding due to the fact that Solemn Scolding, for 1, is a great budget option, and for 2, this is an overall powerful card in this deck. I mean, you said it, because the deck doesn't run a lot of back row, it doesn't really run Spell of Trap Destruction, it can negate everything. But of course, don't take this trap card for face value. It's just something I'm taking out in my mock build, and then the one-off Maxi because Maxi's legal at 1 in the TCG. Now the extra deck really don't matter outside of Doka and Logia due to the fact that they are the original dinosaur kings in my personal opinion. Logia is pretty much a walking Solemn Judgment, attached to negate everything, pretty much summon, spells, and traps. And Doka pretty much negate monsters effects. More than likely in our upcoming format of Yu-Gi-Oh! You're going to be using Doka more than Logia, but only time will tell. And then you run the True King VFD the Beast, which is the new card coming out in Maximus Crisis as well. He requires 2 or more level 9 monsters once per turn during either player's turn. You can attach 1 Z material from him. Then declare one attribute for the rest of this turn. Face-up monsters on the field become the declare attribute. Monster your opponent possesses, and with that attribute can activate their effects. Also, they cannot attack, and if you destroy monsters with True King effects or True Draco effects, if you run that variant of the deck, you can also destroy monster your opponent controls. So essentially, he makes your True King monster able to use your opponent's monster, which are very powerful. Not to mention, he's pretty much a walking Phoenix hanging on legs, and he's 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. There's nothing not to love about this card. And then the deck runs Ding Long for the sole purpose of bringing out True King VFD to beast very fast, because Ding Long can send one of the True King monsters from your deck to the graveyard to copy their levels, and you can bring out Ding Long very easy by just summoning Soul Devouring Overraptor, sending the Miscellaneousaurus, and bringing out the Alio to bring out the Ding Long. So if you have Overraptor in your hand and a way to bring out a True King, you have a VFD first turn. Then it runs Trishula because it can. Same thing goes for Leo and the High Sport Speedroid Kambara. With effect-based abilities, it can make a second attack during each battle phase, which helps you lead to OTKs. And like I said, the rest of the extra, they don't matter. You run generic Utopia, Castel, this card's not even out yet, so etc, etc. So yes, this is just the card explanation part of the video. Next, I'm going to lead into the combo portion, so stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, welcome to the combo portion of the deck. In this portion of the deck, I'm just going to be going over mainly 2 combos, and that's mainly due to the fact that every combo this deck has can be overextended into an enormous hyper combo finish. For simplicity purposes, I'm just going to break down the easiest combos in the deck, so let's begin. Starting off by saying, what are some of the generic basic combos the deck has to offer? Well, if you open up a combination of the Organic Diagram or a Fossil Dig, you're going to have a fun time. You will Fossil Dig into one of your little babies, or better yet, a Soul Devouring Overraptor to search one of your babies. Use the Organic Diagram to pop the baby you search, to bring a True King to your hand, and start your deck engine from there. Now, leading to more advanced plays that this deck has to offer. Let's say, for example, the first turn True King VFD to Beast combo the deck has to offer. You would want to go first turn, summon your Soul Devouring Overraptor, and you'll want to dump your Phantasmal Miscellaneousaurus from your deck to your graveyard. Now, also, for this combo to work, you'll need a True King in your hand. One of these guys, one of these sexy guys right here, whichever one, does not matter, because at that point, you're going to try to bring these guys to the field if you have a way to bring them out, and if you do, you'll bring them out to the field. You'll use your Miscellaneousaurus effect to special summon the Direct Alio while you have Soul Devouring Overraptor on the field. You will synchro to your Ding Long effect, dump a True King, copy the level, and since you already brought out your True King from your hand that you had earlier, you'll overlay into True King VFD the Beast first turn. Very good, very simple, and very powerful. And another combo in this deck has, that's pretty much one of the best combos the deck does have, and then depending on the variant that you use in this deck, like I've seen people like Lithium tech things like Insta-Fusion. His version of the deck, just to make the combo go off, is the Soul Devouring Overraptor and your Dragonic Diagram. Another 2-card combo that just makes the deck very powerful. So what you'll generally do is play your Soul Devouring Overraptor, add your Babysaurus, play your Dragonic Diagram, pop your Babysaurus, bring out another Babysaurus to the field while you have your Soul Devouring Overraptor on the field. Then you add a True King from your deck to your hand. Use your Soul Devouring Overraptor monster on the field. Second effect to pop the level 4 lower monster on the field. You'll pop the Babysaurus you have in the field to bring out either a level 4 lower monster from your deck, like one of your other dinosaur monsters, to make your first turn Logia, or you can just bring out another Babysaurus and then bring a Babysaurus out of the graveyard. Then use a Tree King on in your hand to pop both of those cards, the Babysaurus you have on the field, to bring himself out. Then bring out 2 more dinos from your deck, and you can make a first turn Logia with a random dino on your board with a True King on your board, which is a very nasty combo to pull off. Sorry I don't have a replay of that right now, only because I haven't been able to pull it off on YGO Pro, and I wanted to get this video out to you guys. But that combo is pretty nasty and pretty dirty. So yeah, this is the end of the combo portion of the deck, guys. Sorry I didn't have it really more tutorial based, but a lot of the combos in this deck is very good, and they can extend for days. So yeah, this is the end of the combo tutorial, guys. I'm going to show you guys some nasty replays I have for this deck, just to show you guys how explosive this deck is, and I'm going to lead you guys to the outro. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome to the replay portion of this video. Now in this replay portion, I'm just going to be demonstrating the explosiveness of this deck. So let's begin. Start off by saying I'm not playing against the most powerful deck in the middle. I'm playing against Symphonics. But as you guys can see, this deck can just make some pretty nasty first turn plays. Right now I have a first turn Evilsaur Lagia with another baby dinosaur on board, with a True King, with a Soul Devouring Oviraptor, which is very powerful. My opponent summons Mathematician. I chose not to negate anything because I really didn't need to. And at this point, I'm just going to attack my opponent for game because I had an amazing first turn field with a Solemn Scolding and an Evilsaur Lagia. Now, the next and last replay I'm going to show you guys, just to demonstrate the explosiveness of this deck once again, is against the same player. We decided to run it back to back. And game two pretty much went almost as fast as game one did. I'm searching, and I'm just starting off my Soul Devouring Oviraptor of plays right now. He thought he had me with the MST, but I had the True King monsters in my hand just to pop off my dinosaurs and just start their effects anyway. So you guys can see I'm just swarming the field. And I decided to make Doka instead of Lagia due to the fact that if he had something powerful face down, he could have stopped me. And I probably could have went more into in-depth plays, but like I said, there's so much things this deck can do. It's kind of hard to think of everything at once, and while this deck is powerful and explosive, no one could just master the deck overnight. It's going to take at least a week or two of practice, and this is only my second week of playing the deck. So at this point, I'm just going to attack him for game. Negated his flipped effect with Lagia and his GG no Re. So this is just my demonstration of how powerful the True King Dinosaur deck is. I'm going to lead you guys into my outro, and thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoy my deck explanation for the True King Dinosaur deck that will be coming out in the TCG, this up and coming format, once the Dinosaur deck releases in 2 weeks from now. Can't think of the date. Date will be on the screen, and True King monsters will come out in Maximum Crisis, which releases next month. Now, as far as weaknesses to the deck, the only weakness I've noticed when playing the deck is when the deck bricks. Like if you open up Pterodon and Baby Sources and multiples, you're going to have a hard time unless you open up a True King monster. But then again, if your opponent goes first, set up some back row, you lose. Another thing I noticed is a big weakness to the deck is a lot of their builds I saw from OCG did not run a lot of back row hate. So hopefully in the TCG format, a lot of decks don't run a lot of back row due to the fact of consistency. This way this deck can shine. I see this deck having a lot of issues with back row heavy decks like Paleozoics, Zodiac, and etc. Now, while this deck does not lose directly to things like Dimensional Barrier, rightly timed Solemn Strike can hurt this deck. So ultimately, at the end of it all, I think the deck is very powerful, very explosive, and it's really good for the right price. The dinosaur engine in general is going to be really powerful, and if you are going to play a pure dinosaur version, just pick up 3 dinosaur structure decks coming out in 2 weeks. Run it with some traps, and probably up your count of Tyranno, the Conductor, 2, and you're good to go. So with that being said, guys, post your thoughts and opinions and about this video in the comment section down below. Did I miss out on some things that you guys felt like should have been mentioned? Also post that in the comment section down below. And as I always tell you guys, if you're new here to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I upload pretty much 5 to 6 times a week now. So yeah, this is Chris from Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces.